Welcome, Ryan Spaude, Wisconsin State Assembly District 89 candidate, to this interview sponsored by Joshua and the League of Women Voters of Greater Green Bay. We will ask 6 questions with time at the end for you to add anything else you want the voters to know. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Thank you, Christine.
Let's begin. Please tell us about yourself and why you are running.
Yeah, my name's Ryan Spaude. I'm a Democratic candidate for State Assembly, running District 89. So the 89th Assembly District, it covers the west side of Green Bay, almost all of the west side of Green Bay, and all of Ashwaubenon. I'm a criminal prosecutor. I work in the Brown County District Attorney's Office. My personal focus is on prosecuting drunk drivers and keeping our community safe. We got new legislative maps that definitely sparked an interest among many people in the Green Bay area. We finally can have a legislature that looks like the people of this state. It's been a long time coming. At the end of the day, I enjoy politics. I enjoy talking and listening to people. I would love to be able to bring those talents, those skills to Madison, because our state, it's got a lot of challenges. We're going to need to roll up our sleeves. We're going to need to negotiate, just like I negotiate a criminal case every day. And we're going to need to collaborate. If we're going to make change in this state, we're going to need to compromise, not on our values, but on the things that we need to in order to actually, move our state forward.
Thank you. First question.
Yeah.
Most people agree that the aging Green Bay and Waupun prisons must be closed. Would you support these closures without building a new prison? Please explain.
It's a no for me. It's a hell no. GBCI and Waupun, these are maximum security prisons. I think we were talking maybe about, let me back up, there's 3 brackets or 3 tiers of prisons, we'll say, in the state of Wisconsin. As criminal prosecutor, I've sent more folks, more drunk drivers to jail or prison than just about any other prosecutor in the state. I got the numbers if anyone would like to see those later. These prisons, when we talk about our prison system, Wisconsin has some very serious problems when it comes to our criminal justice system. But in broad strokes, you've got maximum security prisons, medium security prisons, and minimum security prisons. Where folks go, there's a lot of factors, but bottom line, generally speaking, I'd say it's based on what was the offense they were convicted of and what kind of security threat do they pose. Those are the main factors in terms of where do people go if they're sent to a prison, what tier of prison. GBCI and Waupun, these are maximum security prisons. People who are sent there are folks who've been convicted of violent crimes. Talk about armed robberies, sexual assaults, people who've been convicted of homicides, stone cold killers. We could probably talk about other facilities, but a maximum security prison cannot simply be shut down. It must be replaced.
Thank you. The current lack of affordable housing is a huge issue for so many families. What are your thoughts regarding the recipients of rental vouchers being a protected class and imposing regulations on landlords in regards to how much they're able to charge for monthly rent? Other states put caps on how much landlords are allowed to charge. Would you be in support of either of these changes?
Good question. It's 2 parts. I see we got 2 parts. Recipients of current voucher money for housing, being a protected class, I'd like to learn more about that. On its face, it's not something I oppose, something I want to learn more about. I just want to, what kind of protected class, what kind of level of scrutiny would the courts give them? The second idea proposal sounds a lot like rent control. Not jumping on board that ship. There's other things we can do. Folks in my district, when I knock on their doors, overwhelmingly the top issue is the cost of living. And this is an idea. I appreciate there's ideas out there to help address the problem. I'd like to do some other things first, though. We can get more money in the pockets of working families. I'm more focused on holding the line on taxes for the middle class, much more interested in raising the minimum wage, fully funding the Child Care Counts program, and finally expanding Medicaid in the state of Wisconsin. These are all ideas that will help put money in the pockets of working families. Because people are hurting. There's still a lot of pain, and our state, last I checked, has a multi-billion-dollar budget surplus. We can do these things. I want to take action. I want to get more money in the pockets of working families.
Third question. We believe that democracy works best when citizens can interact with their elected representatives between elections. If elected, how do you plan to remain engaged?
Yeah. If the voters elect me, I will always have my door open and my phone on. I can't make promises that, I can't promise everybody a purple unicorn, but I will always be available and I will always listen and I will keep track. When folks call, there's some members of Congress, they'll put you on mute, they'll just nod along and then they'll hang up and they won't keep track of how many folks actually want this proposal to pass or want this proposal maybe to fail. I'll keep track. And I want folks to hold me accountable. I will always have social media up. You have to listen. And I will continue to always, if I'm elected, to keep knocking those doors, not just the month before the election, to keep knocking and to always be listening.
What is your position on the current reproductive health laws in Wisconsin, and what, if anything, would you change?
So we still have on the books this 1849 law. Many folks would call it an abortion ban. It's currently working its way through the courts. It's been challenged. We need to repeal that thing. I'm a criminal prosecutor. I know where it is in the statutes. It's ridiculous. You've got your homicide statutes. You've got then your reckless endangering safety statutes, and it's tucked in there. This law about abortion, and I don't literally flip through it anymore, but I scroll past it just about every week as I'm looking for other offenses, so I'm trying to keep our community safe. That is no place there. I strongly want to repeal that law. That 1849 law needs to go, and I would be very much in favor if someone, I'm sure it's been proposed already, if not, I'd be happy to sign on, propose a bill that would codify Roe versus Wade and those protections into state law in Wisconsin. It's going to be hard. I think the Republicans in the state Senate might not be on board, but I think it's important that the people see we're taking this issue seriously. We're going to start acting now and we got to call out the extremists on the other side. I'm a Democrat. I don't have my cards, but this is an issue that voters across the state and across my district, they want something better than what we currently have. So I'm in favor of repealing that law, codifying protections, and we got to start moving now.
Next question. What is your position on school vouchers in Wisconsin?
I'm not a fan. I'm a product of public schools, went to public school, grades K through 12. I also don't have any issues with parents who want to send their kids to a private school or a charter, magnet school, whatever it might be. I personally don't have any issue with that. But money's tight. I want to provide oversight. Public money, our tax dollars, should go to public schools. Public money, public schools. I believe firmly in that. And at the end of the day, these voucher programs, they promised, if we give them less rules, they'll have better results. I'm not exactly seeing the better results part, and it concerns me. I wouldn't want to take sudden action. First day of the new session, we're going to axe the program. We can sunset it. We can take steps. But at the end of the day, public money for public schools.
Sixth and last question. What do you think about the fairness and integrity of Wisconsin elections, and what changes, if any, would you propose?
Our elections are safe, secure, and they're fair. The 2020 election was an election that was ran without all this, there's a lot of folks who spread conspiracy theories about all of our elections. Even in Green Bay, there's conspiracy theories about central count, which has been happening for a very long time, even before the 2020 election. Our elections are safe, secure, and we got to keep it that way. I would love to see this bill did not make it very far in the past, in the most recent session of the legislature, but legislation that would allow city clerks to begin processing absentee ballots before Election Day. Right now, they cannot touch those things and get moving until 7 a.m. on Election Day. Let's give them the ability. They're not actually going to start counting. They're just going to get things ready, start processing, so that way on election night, we have the results soon. We're not waiting around, and that gives less time for these conspiracy theories to bubble up and for people to marinate in them. Let's get some legislation through. We can keep what we have, make it better. And when people get the results faster, I think that improves confidence. It strengthens the integrity of our election system. That's what I want to do.
Thank you. As we wrap up, please add anything else you would like the voters to know.
I came from a working class family. I got these nice clothes on now. Part of my job, I wear a suit. But growing up, my family and me, we felt the pain. There's a lot of pain right now still. The economy, I mean, stock market's going up, and unemployment, everyone says, is it's record low. There's still a lot of people that are hurting with the cost of living. I feel that pain. I have ideas I'd like to talk about. I'd like to see the legislature take action to help working families. I've got my website, standwithspaude.com. I have all of it there, and I'll look forward to meeting folks up when I'm knocking on your doors. Thank you for your time, Christine.
Thank you, Ryan. We've been speaking with Ryan Spaude, candidate for State Assembly District 89. Thank you.